بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعزائي طلبة وطلبات شهادة الثانوية العامة قسم رياضيات لغات، أهلا بكم. اليوم سنتناول درس جديد في مادة الجبر والهندسة الفراغية. درس بعنوان معادلة المستوى في الفراغ. طبعا احنا عارفين كلمة مستوى، ناس كتير بتسأل وبتدرس معادلة المستوى، معادلة الخط المستقيم، ومش عارفة معنى ايه مستوى. كلمة المستوى في العلوم الحياتية هي ممكن المستوى ده بيتكون من 3 نقاط ولكن ليست على استقامة واحدة. طبعا المستوى ده مهم جدا جدا في حياتنا اليومية. ليه؟ لأن احنا معظم الإنشاءات الهندسية اللي بنستخدمها في مستويات مختلفة. فعندي مثلا مهندس بيبني عمارة، فلا بد العمارة ديت لها 3 طوابق أو 4 طوابق أو أكثر، فلا بد أن يكون المستويات المتعامدة لابد أن هي بتكون لها مواصفات خاصة. فلا بد أن احنا ندرس المستوى، والمستوى ده ندرسه في الفراغ. أفضل أن احنا الهندسة الإنشائية لابد أن ندرس الهندسة في الفراغ عشان نقدر نواكب العصور أو نواكب العصر في كل مجالات الهندسة الحياتية. My dear student, welcome my dear student in our math program for second 3. Today we are taking new lesson in algebra and solid geometry. It's called equation of the plane in space. My dear student, look at introduction about equation of the plane in space. My dear student, the vector form of the equation of a plane in space. Look at, my dear student, if we have point A, x1, y1, z1 belongs to the plane, and its position vector A, we have n vector, norm vector A, B, C, and point B, x, y, z. Any point on the plane, its position vector is R vector. Then n dot AB vector equals 0, or n dot bracket contains B minus A vector equals 0. B equals R vector, therefore n dot R equal n dot A. Therefore, this vector form of the equation of the plane n dot R equal n dot A. To find the vector equation of the plane, we must know point on the plane and perpendicular vector to the plane. My dear student, remember to find the vector equation of the plane, we must know point on the plane and perpendicular vector to the plane. Example. Find the vector form of equation of the plane that has normal vector n equals I j plus k and contains point 0, 1, 1. Solution. The vector equation n dot r equals n dot a. N dot r equals n dot a, where a vector, position vector 0, 1, 1. Therefore, by substitution 1, 1, 1 is the norm vector dot r vector equal n vector dot a vector 0, 1, 1. Therefore, look at right hand side, 1 times 0, 0, 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 1, 1, sum equals 2. Then 1, 1, 1 dot r equals 2. Standard form and general form of the equation of the plane in space. My dear student, we have more forms of equation of the plane in space. This is called standard form and general form of the plane. We know that n dot r equal n root a by using highest common factor n dot r minus a equals 0, where n vector, norm vector, equals ABC, and the r vector x, y, z. A vector x1, y1, z1, this point. Therefore, by substitution, a, b, c, n vector x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 equals 0. Therefore, a multiply bracket contains x minus x1 plus b multiply bracket contains y minus y1 plus c multiply bracket contains z minus z1 equals 0. This is standard form for the equation of the plane. My dear student, we know that a multiply bracket x minus x1 plus b multiply bracket contains y minus y1 plus c multiply bracket contains z minus z1 equals 0 is called standard form for the equation of the plane. By expanding, my dear student, we find the equation became ax plus by plus cz plus bracket contains negative ax1, negative by1, negative cz1 equals 0. We can consuming negative ax1, negative by1, negative cz1 equals d. Then, my dear student, we can write equation of the plane by using the ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0. The general form of the equation of the plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d equals what? Equals 0. Example. Find the standard form and the general form of the equation of the plane passing through point 3, negative 5, 2, and the norm vector n equals 2, 1, 1 is normal to the plane. My dear student, we know that if you find equation of the plane, we can find at the first the norm vector is n and the point belongs to at 3, negative 5, 2 is the point. N vector 2, 1, 1 is normal to the plane. Solution. Standard form, my dear student, a multiply x minus x1 plus b multiply bracket y minus y1 plus c multiply brackets z minus z1 equals 0. What is the a? What is the b? What is the c? It's normal vector coefficient. x1, y1, z1, this point a. By substitution, my dear student, the equation became 2 multiply x minus 3 plus y plus 5 plus z minus 2 equals 0. Standard form, we can expand 2 multiply x minus 3 and answer is 2x plus y plus z negative 3 equals 0. This is called general form. Parametric equation of straight line. My dear student, from the vector equation of a straight line, r vector equal a vector plus td vector. My dear student, r vector equal a vector plus td vector, this equation of a straight line in space. But equation of the plane equals n dot r equal n dot a. And by substituting form for r equals x, y, z, a point x1, y1, z1, the direction form of or direction vector of straight line ABC, we can form x, y, z, this r equals x1, y1, z1, this a plus t d d a b c. Therefore, parametric equation from left hand side x equals right hand side from right hand side x1 plus at. Y from left hand side equals from right hand plus ct. These parametric equations of straight line. Example: find parametric equation for straight line passing through point 2, -1, 3, and its direction vector is 4, -2, 5. My dear student, what is the required parametric equation for straight line passing through point and direction vector 4, -2, 5? My dear student, we know that the straight line in space has equation is r vector equals a vector plus td vector. What is the a vector? A vector represents position vector of the point lie on straight line. What is the d vector? D vector is direction vector of a straight line A, B, C. And we know that the equation of the plane in space, it's for n vector dot r vector equal n vector dot a vector. We have, my dear student, parametric equation of straight line. What do you mean parametric equation of a straight line? We know that r vector equal a vector plus td vector is equation or vector equation of a straight line. What do you mean r? X, y, z. What do you mean a vector? x1, y1, z1 represents a point lie on straight line. What do you mean d vector? It is the direction vector of a straight line. Its symbol a, b, c. By using or by substitution about a vector, r vector, d vector, we find parametric equation of a straight line and general equation of a straight line. We have more forms of equation of straight line as Cartesian equation. Also, we have Cartesian equation of the plane, ax plus by plus cz minus d equals 0 or plus d equals 0. My dear student, look at the solution of equation of straight line in space. Look at, my dear student, r vector equals 2 minus 1, 3 plus 4 minus 2, 5. This vector form of the equation of straight line. Td, r equal a plus td. My dear student, by substitution about r, x, y, z, point A 2, -1, 3, the vector or direction vector of a straight line 4, -2, 5. Therefore, parametric equation x equal from left hand side 2 plus 4t. Y from left hand side equals -1 minus 2t. Z equals 3 plus 5t. Cartesian equation of straight line in space. My dear student, form the parametric equation of straight line. X equal x1 plus ta, y equal y1 plus tb, z equal z1 plus tc. We can form equation x minus x1 over a equals t. Also find the value of t. Y minus y1 over b equals t. Also z minus z1 over c equals t. What do you mean? The first, x minus x1 over a equals t? Yes. Y minus y1 over b equals t? Yes. Z minus z1 over c equals t? Yes. Then, what is the Cartesian? X student. X minus x1 over a equals y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. Why? Because all fractions equals t, same variable t. Then x minus x1 over a equals y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. This equation of Cartesian equation of straight line in space. Cartesian form of equation of a straight line in space, which each ABC not equals to 0. Notes. My dear student, if we find A equals 0, x equals x1 equals y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. Why? Because from Cartesian equation x minus x1 over a, but a equals 0. In this case, we find x equal x1 equal y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. This equation of a straight line or Cartesian equation of a straight line when the value of a equals 0. Also, you learned in the previous year that equation of straight line in a plane ax plus by plus cz equals 0. Some people think that the equation of a straight line in space will be ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0. And that is common mistake, my dear student, where the last equation represents the equation of the plane in space, as well see in the next lesson. Since the direction ratios A, B, C are proportional to direction cosine LMN, we know that there is proportion between A, B, C, this d vector or direction vector of a straight line, and norm and cosine, direction cosine LMN. Then we can write Cartesian form of equation of straight line in the form x minus x1 over L equals y minus y1 over m equals z minus z1 over n, which L, M, N are proportion with A, B, C. Proportion L, M, N is cosine, direction cosine. Direction cosine L, M, N are proportion with direction vector coefficient A, B, C. Then we can form the equation or Cartesian form of equation of a straight line x minus x1 over L equals y minus y1 over M equals z minus z1 over N. Example: find all the different forms of equation of a straight line passing through the point 2, negative 1, 5 and negative 3, 1, 4. Look at the solution. My dear student, in this example, the required find the different form of a straight line passing through 2 points. What is the problem? We have 2 problems. As the first, what is the direction vector of a straight line? Is unknown from the given. How to find the direction vector of a straight line passing through 2 points? This is easy. How to find it? Suppose the first point is A, second point B. We find AB vector by using B minus A. This is called direction vector of a straight line. And use any point from the 2 points given to find the R vector equals A vector plus TD vector. Then, my dear student, this problem, how to find the direction vector of a straight line passing through 2 points by using AB vector equal B point B minus point A to find the value of direction vector of a straight line. My dear student, look at the next solution. My dear student, direction vector of a straight line, D vector B minus A, negative 3, 1, 4 minus 2, negative 1, 5 equals negative 5, 2, negative 1. We know that, my dear student, the vector form of equation of straight line R vector equal A vector plus TD vector. R vector 2, negative 1, 5 plus T multiply negative 5 to negative 1. This form is called vector form of equation of a straight line. But my dear students, the required is, yes, different form. We need parametric form and Cartesian form. Therefore, parametric equation x equals 2 negative 5t, y equals negative 1 minus 2t, z equals 5 minus t. This is called parametric equation. But what is the Cartesian? My dear student, Cartesian form x minus 2 over negative 5 equals y plus 1 over 2 equals z minus 5 over negative 1. My dear student, this is called Cartesian form. We have 3 types of different form of equation of a straight line. The first is called vector form. Second is called parametric form. Third is called Cartesian form. These 3 equations of a straight line. We know that, my dear student, the Cartesian form x minus 2 over negative 5 equals y plus 1 over 2 equals z minus 5 over negative 1. This is Cartesian form of equation of a straight line. My dear student, if A equals 0, what is A? A in direction vector ABC. What is the Cartesian form became? X student, x equals 2 equals y plus 1 over 2 equals z minus 5 over negative 1. In this example, if the A value of a equals 0, equation convert into x equals 2. Why? Because we know that the Cartesian equation x minus x1 over a equals y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. If b equals 0, what is the equation became? X student, x minus 2 over negative 5 equals y equal negative 1 equals z minus 5 over negative 1. If c equals 0, what is the equation became? X minus 2 over negative 5 equals y plus 1 over 2 equals z equals 5. My dear student, take care. This lesson is very important lessons in our exam. Also, I am very happy again to spend such time with you. Thank you. Goodbye.